Hi guys, and welcome back to Blues Focus TV. And yes, today I'm here because we've finally got a game. We've had our last two postponed against Fulham and Peterborough, and it's seen Riley McGree leave the club as his contract was up in January and he's returned to his parent club. So we didn't get to see him play again, but into the new year and we've got a game at home against QPR. This should be a good game. It'll be tough, as all fixtures are in the Championship, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's get into our opponents. And QPR are 7th in the league on 38 points. They've played 23, scored 35 and conceded 29. So about 1.5 goals scored per game, just over 1 goal conceded per game. And that's why they're so high in the table. Their recent form, they had lost 2 games, 2-0 to Stoke and 1-0 to Bournemouth. And then they beat Bristol City 2-1 away in their last fixture. So they won their last game and they're looking to make it 2 in a row. There's some dangerous players in this team. Ilias Chair, we obviously know about from earlier in the season. Willock is also a very exciting player. They've got Andre Gray up front. The one player I want to focus on is Charlie Austin, because if Blues fans remember a few years ago, I was there at St Andrews where we were playing West Brom and we were 2-1 up, just like part way through the second half, 2-1 up, all going great. Charlie Austin comes on, scores a brace and they win 3-2. And that's one very vivid memory I've got of Charlie Austin, and that's why I don't like coming up against him, because I feel like he could probably do it again if he wanted to. This is going to be a very tough game, and QPR are a very good side. They're good away as well. They're 5th on away form this season, so a good team, and they're going to be hard to beat. But let's get into the Blues. And Blues, we're 17th on 27 points. We've played 23 games, only scored 22, so less than a goal per game, and conceded 30. Which, again, conceding 30 in 23 isn't terrible. It's just the attacking which is a bit off, especially considering we beat Luton 5-0 this season. That means we've went a lot of games without scoring goals. Now, our form hasn't been great, but our players will be fresh at least. Our last 2 games of the year, as I said earlier, had been postponed. Fulham on Boxing Day and then Peterborough a few days after. We'll be fresh, and our last game was obviously that 4-0 loss to Blackburn. Terrible, terrible game, and I wasn't expecting to really get anything out of it anyway, because Blackburn are in such good form. But it is difficult to just watch your team completely crumble like that and just not really be able to do anything. Riley McGree has gone now to Charlotte FC. In my opinion, I don't think he wanted to go. I think he's enjoyed being with Blues. He knows that being in the Championship is a more competitive level than being in the MLS. If you want to make your way through to the big leagues, Championship is a good starting point. MLS, not so much. But he's gone now, and there's nothing we can do about it. And a big thank you for everything he's done for us, because Chong got injured. We were all a bit worried, and he filled that gap very well. He played well, and yeah, good luck to him out in the MLS. Mark Roberts won't be fit for this game, nor will Jordan Graham, as far as I'm aware. Should both be out, which is obviously annoying. Mark Roberts is he's sort of our leader at the back. I know obviously Deeney is captain when Dean's not playing, and I don't think Dean will play for us again. But Roberts, I feel like he's the leader at the back, and he is pretty vital in our defence. So with him missing, it's going to be a bit difficult. Maxim Collin should be starting this one, because of Graham being missing, and maybe even he'll have to slot in at centre-back as we are quite limited with options. And then Scott Hogan, he last time I saw, he's in a race against time to be back really from isolation due to testing positive for COVID. Whether he'll be there, I don't know. I think it's more probable that he won't be. So Deeney will more than likely start up front. It's just whether he's paired with Anike or Lukas Jutkovic. Now, this, as I said, is going to be a very tough game. We're not in the greatest form, but we're fresh. There have been a lot of kids training. Bowyer said the youth level have been training with the senior side and getting stuck in, and apparently they've been doing quite well. Obviously, it's difficult having a lot of injuries and quite a thin squad anyway, but it'll be good to see some youngsters be given a chance. So that's it for the Blues. Let's move on to the head-to-head. And as you'll probably remember, in the reverse of this fixture this season, obviously away, we lost 2-0. Ilias Chair scored a brace, and I think we played quite well in that game from what I can remember, but we just couldn't put away our chances. That was our issue at the start of the season and around that time. In the home fixture last season, we did win. We won 2-1. So we won the last game at St Andrews between the two teams. Could we do it again? I'm not going to be too confident, as I think QPR are a side that will finish in the top 6 at the end of the season. However, I think there's enough there for me to be able to give us a point. So my prediction for this game is a 1-1 draw. So those are my thoughts for Blues' upcoming home fixture against QPR. But I want to know, what are yours? Who's going to win the game? What's the score going to be? And who's going to get the goals? Let me know down in the comments. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Blues related content. And if you've liked what you've seen, please head over to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. There'll be a link in the description. Let's start off 2022 the right way and get some points on the board. Up the Blues.